Mary Jane, guess what? It's about that time. Here we are. Jessimae Paluso. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm chilling. I'm really happy that you decided to wear that shirt for me.
This is my famous horse shirt. And
what did you call me?
I didn't call you anything, young lady. First of all, I said, this is my famous horse shirt.
That's right.
I didn't call you anything. But I was today thinking, I was like, Jessimae's on. I'm really excited for her to be on. How can I step it up a little bit? And I was like, you know, the horse shirt it's in the reserve. I would say this is from the reserve collection.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think she's gonna feel the horse shirt vibe. And then
I love it.
you came through, and you're down with horses, the horse lifestyle.
You're like a walking graffiti piece. It's a piece of art. It really is art.
Horse art walker.
Are you gonna tell them what it is?
I mean, guys, I'm gonna put it out there. I don't want anyone to I mean, I know everyone's sweating me pretty hard already.
I'm sweating it.
It's vintage Versace.
What?
You know what I mean? When the kids come through, they know that I'm rocking vintage Versace. It's just recognize. We got our on-screen unicorn.
Oh
we got our unicorn.
God.
Oh, bye. What's the bye?
That's actually a centaur.
Bye. It's a centaur.
Oh no, it's a Pegasus. My fault.
What is the difference between a unicorn, a Pegasus, and a centaur? A unicorn has a horn.
They're not.
A centaur has wings.
Yeah, unicorns don't have the gift of flight.
What would you say we should name our Pegasus? What should we name our Pegasus?
We should name him.
Or her.
Seabis.
Seabis cunt. That is a great name for a male horse. Seabis cunt. I really like Seabis cunt as a male horse name. That's very.
Oh my God.
That is really setting him up for success.
I'm dying.
Seabis cunt.
There's so much horses running across the screen.
First of all, I want everyone to know that About That Time is a horse-positive production.
We are a horse. I made myself we. I'm sorry.
No.
You are a horse.
But we're here together. It's About That Time. It's a family vibe. We are a horse-positive production.
Have you ridden a horse?
There's never horse shaming. We never horse shame. There's other productions. There's other things you may see. There could be behind the scenes horse shaming. There is no horse shaming at About That Time. If anyone is wrong, you can verify that.
Shaming. No,
no
I am
horse
verifying it.
No
I am
horse
about that life. I rode a horse topless once in Dominican Republic.
How did that feel? That sounds liberating.
It felt. Can I swear?
Yes.
It felt fucking great. I have to be honest. My tits were out. It felt so liberating. The sun was setting.
I love it.
It was really wonderful.
Did you ride into the ocean and then like skinny dip?
I rode into another human being. No, I ran somebody over. No, I rode until well, let me tell you, I got on the horse.
How'd you get on the horse?
There was this.
Was the shirt off before you got on the horse, or did you get on the horse and you're like, you know what would step this experience up? I'm in the sunset in a horse in Puerto Rico. The only thing that could make this better if the titties come out. Is that what you said?
No, I just happened to be topless because I was just living that life on vacation.
Okay.
You know, when you're a girl and you go on vacation, you can't have your boobs out in regular life because it's just not right. But if you're on a beach, whip them titties out.
Fuck it.
Tit.
Okay, so
this young kid,
the shirt was off first.
Shirt was off.
Got on the horse.
The 16-year-old was walking the horses back from having them been out all day riding with tourists.
Okay.
And he was on a horse and was trailing too. And so I told him I could help him bring him back. And I got on the horse and I fucking took off.
And then what happened to the kid?
I don't know. I just found a place where there were other horses and I parked him and I walked back and I just waved at him with my tits out. I'm like, they're back there. And I gave him a little wave. We booked it down the beach. Like, I'm talking, we were going so fast, there was none of this. It was like smooth sailing.
Gallop. I think they call that do they call that a gallop?
I thought that was I don't know.
Well, there's like a trot.
There's a trot.
A canter.
A canter.
And a gallop.
A gallop, and there's one more, isn't there?
We can make one up.
All right.
I mean, for Seabis cunt, we should make something special for Seabis cunt.
Yeah, something special for
our pet horse.
Blasted.
Blasted. That is the very rarely known horse pace descriptor.
Of
Blasted.
Cunt.
Yo, is that horse trotting, cantering, galloping, or blasted?
Yo, did you see that girl go by with her titties out on that horse? They were blasted.
Blasted.
Beer, beer, beer.
With Seabis cunt. with Seabis cunt. Watch out.
Right near the sea. It was magical.
That be our winged horse.
That would be so, so dope. I've always wanted to own a horse or at least 2 llamas.
Do you think that that's like the equivalency, like one horse equals 2 llamas and vice versa?
I think so. I think that's a good matchup. I also
We
think
should talk to an accountant.
We probably should
or an
talk
actuary.
to an accountant, equestrian accountant.
Equestrian actuary.
Yes, that's a very specific skill.
Highly specific. There's not many in the world, I bet.
No, there's probably like 2, and we're right here. So if you guys need any services, just call us up.
Absolutely.
2 llamas and 1 horse is the equivalent of dying alone.
2 llamas, 1 horse, lonely death.
You know what else is a lonely death? I had a pet squirrel.
You did not have a pet squirrel.
You're gonna die alone. You're gonna die. Yeah, I had a pet squirrel.
Who has a pet squirrel?
Exactly. Only
How
bitches
did
that
it
die
come
alone.
to be that Jessimae Paluso had a pet squirrel?
How do you think, Noah Rubin, how do you think it came that I caught a pet squirrel?
You caught it from the wild and made it your pet?
he chose me.
Wait, a squirrel chose you.
This motherfucker crawled in my pocket. I'm Mother Nature.
How baggy were your pants that
Very
a squirrel could voluntarily get in your pocket?
Tight pants. He was desperate. He crawled. I swear to God.
Desperate squirrels in your pants.
Listen,
Jessimae Paluso has some desperate squirrels in her pants, guys.
Desperate
FYI,
times
desperate squirrels.
For tight measured pants. He crawled right in my pocket, and what happened? You guys got so excited I have a pet squirrel. We went offline.
I know. People get excited. It does happen.
Look at Noah's face. He wants to burn the set down.
No, I try to be balanced in my rage, you know?
You have such silent rage going on
It's
right
okay.
now.
No.
You're like Carrie at the auditorium scene. There's blood.
I'm a zen type
You
of
good?
dude.
Let me put some
yeah.
energy in there.
There,
Right
thanks.
in your knee. You okay?
Actually, there's some nice energy. You have energy rings.
Yeah, I'm all about energy. I got some.
Virgo.
Me too.
No,
Well, you know-
I'm observing.
Oh, that's right. You know I am.
I got some
information,
deeds.
Noah.
We'll talk about that later.
Ugh.
Let's save some surprises. You're like just trying to throw our surprises all over the
I
place.
know. No more surprises.
No more surprises.
He almost knocked me over in a hammock.
There was a hammock incident. We don't horse shame here, but there was almost
Yeah.
a hammock incident.
We almost went literally head over feet. What is that called?
Head
over heels.
No, that was the pictures afterwards
That's
for
right.
our cruise launch.
Cruise.
That was
Guys,
my head over heels.
We'd be cruising.
The
we want
first
you to come
cannabis cruise line.
We
we'd
can't
be
say that
cruising.
because they're gonna want.
They're gonna
really
want. They're
ask
gonna want.
tickets.
Yeah.
Tickets.
It's some like this is private beta, guys. We're just like kind of soft messaging it right now.
We're just letting you know we're putting birdies in your
Just,
ear.
you know, there'll be more updates soon.
Yeah, like there's gonna be an all-you-can-eat
Chill out.
buffet. It's fine. Everybody, we're gonna hot box the dance floor on the cruise ship, so don't worry. We're gonna be fine.
We're definitely gonna be fine.
Bitches going overboard.
With their titties out on a horse.
Titties out on a horse. What more could you want out of a vacation? Tits out
on a horse.
on sea cunt.
Sea biscunt.
Oh, that's right, sea biscunt.
Sea
I forgot.
biscunt.
He's right in my face. I just want to get on him and like.
Yeah, he appreciates the energy. I think that's really good.
You know what this reminds me of? Bum 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 bum. The production company that has the Pegasus.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
know,
one.
right?
Great reference.
You remember that?
I know it.
Okay, I watch a lot of movies.
I'm on page with you.
Do you like
we should stop for a second though and just let the people know about Jessimae Paluso.
Oh shit, what's been going on?
We just went. I mean, Mary Jane. About that time. Sorry, we just went right into having so much fun.
Sorry, guys.
Too much fun.
Who
we
the
should let.
fuck am
Who the
I?
fuck is Jessimae Paluso? For those who don't know. I mean, if you don't know, now you are gonna know.
Now you know. If you don't know, now you know.
It's true.
That's
But tell
right.
him, Jessimae Paluso.
I'm Jessimae Paluso. I'm a stand-up comedian. I am a cannabis connoisseur.
Okay.
Of sorts.
She smokes hella weed, is what she's
I
trying to
smoke
say.
some weed. I also enjoy adoption animals and pet squirrels.
Okay, I mean.
That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cheeseburgers, pizza, mac and cheese. I'm just ordering food right now.
Anything with cheese. Jessimae Paluso
love
has a
cheese.
diet based basically entirely on cheese. She was actually just telling me earlier, though, guys, favorite hangover food is sushi and sashimi.
Sushi
That's
and
kind of rare.
sashimi.
It's
oh,
interesting.
Pure nutrients. You bounce right back.
Bounce back.
Yeah, that sushi Pedialyte life.
I like that.
Yeah.
Sushi-pedia life.
Pedialyte is like such a good drink to drink when you're hungover.
True.
And you have to wear a diaper and go, "Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh." You have to play the role.
All right, she's making a diaper reference, guys.
I heard you know a couple things about diaper wearing.
Jessimae is referencing a picture of mine that may be circulating somewhere on the internet
On Halloween.
with me in a
Okay.
diaper. I mean, I'll say, Jessimae, I definitely had diaper bias before I wore one, but I'll say it was quite comfortable.
You looked really comfortable.
I was
in
very
it.
comfortable in
You
my
looked
diaper.
Great. You looked very comfortable.
Yeah.
And did you use it? Did you pee in it?
I thought about it. The fact the idea that I could if I wanted to was really satisfying enough. I was just like, I'm here, I'm in doing my thing. If I want to just let loose, I could just do that.
Yeah, I would have sharded.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I would have looked the bartender right in the eye and been like, martini, up, olives.
Well, if you ever want to go hang in a diaper, I'm always down. Like, we could just go paint the town red in a diaper.
Honestly, I would go around town with you in a diaper.
Guys, everyone heard it here first. Jessimae Paluso has confirmed and committed to painting the town red with me in a diaper.
Painting it brown.
More details to come. Painting the town brown.
Yeah.
That will be the launch party for our We'd Be Cruising line.
Painting the town brown with Noah Rubin and Jessimae Doo-Doo Brown.
There you go.
That's it.
I love it. I love it. So, not to be boring because we're having so much fun, but usually we do some like news stuff. Should we like talk about some like things that have been on the Mary Jane?
Hell yeah.
If you guys don't know, Mary Jane is an amazing website where you can read stories about how cool life is and how uncool life can be and how cool weed is and how all those things mix together.
That sounds
Check out some music, hang with some cool people, learn about weed. So the first story that I think we should talk about is actually about Doug Benson.
Oh, Dougie B.
Yeah, we just had a little interview with Doug.
Nice.
Guys, do we have a shot of Doug we can put up here on the screen? There it is.
There he is.
Now, Doug is going to be a keynote speaker at the ICBC, I believe the International Cannabis Business Conference in Kauai, Hawaii.
ICBC?
ICBC.
Sounds like a new rapper. I like it.
Totally. Insane Clown Posse. ICP. Are you a juggalo on the low, Jessimae?
Shh. Don't tell him all the secrets.
Jessimae's a juggalo.
Don't tell him
Respect
all the secrets.
to my juggalos, though. I fuck with the juggalo movement. In early December. So anyway, we did an interview with him. Mm-hmm. And he, in the interview, talks about how he is always down to smoke with fans. Do you have good smoking with fan moments? Is that your policy too? You're down to smoke with the fans?
Everyone wants to smoke with me after the show. I have had so many moments where I didn't realize I had weed on me from people just sticking it in my pockets afterwards.
And squirrels. You have squirrels in your pockets. You have weed in your pockets.
A service squirrel. He died. Sorry, I forgot that part. He died, guys. He didn't make it.
A service squirrel. Is that even a thing?
I want a service squirrel.
With a little outfit, a little jacket, like a service
vest
jacket.
Like, don't pet me. I'm an emotional support squirrel.
Emotional support squirrels, guys. C. Biscunt is our horse. We have emotional support squirrels.
I named him.
We never horse shame. No horse shaming ever at about that time.
I named the squirrel Skilo.
Skilo and C. Biscunt.
Yeah.
They're our crew.
Yeah,
that's our crew.
That's how I roll. I roll hard.
So you smoke with the fans. They bless you with the weed.
Yeah, one time a girl put weed in my dog's bag, and I was in Canada. And I was at the customs, and I went to go get his paperwork, and I reached in the bag, and I pulled out maybe 2 grams of weed out of his bag, and I just was like, oh shit.
2 grams.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Right?
Freebies.
I mean, just a little something, but I thought I was gonna get arrested in Canada, and I just shoved it back in there and tried to have poker face. I made it through.
Is there a line ever though, where it's like, okay, this is too much smoking with fan? We can't go on longer.
I'm not going to people's houses right now.
Right. That's a good policy, folks.
Yeah. After the show at the comedy clubs, for
Fine,
sure. Out in the parking lot, we'll hotbox your Dodge Neon. Whatever you want to do. You got a cool little, little car we can hotbox.
Sure.
Geo
Tracker.
That's a great car to hotbox.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Clown car of a Jeep.
Yeah. Quick hotbox density achieved.
Yeah, because it tapers.
Yeah.
So the hotbox happens fast.
All about having a good taper when you're trying to have a successful hotbox.
Yeah. I like to blaze out with the staff at the comedy club too, because they work hard.
And the guys in the kitchen always want.
Hell yeah, the guys.
Shout out to every guy in every kitchen.
Shout out to every person
guy
in the kitchen.
in every kitchen.
What about the women too?
Ladies and gentlemen of the kitchen,
we don't horse shame.
We are shouting out to you. No horse shaming.
Thank you.
C. Biscunt.
C. Biscunt coming to theaters this
Service
fall.
squirrels. Service squirrels.
Service squirrel realness.
So real.
Yeah, so real.
About that time. It's about, guys, this is what it's like at about that time.
It's fun. I like it.
We have moments.
So does he smoke with his fans
Yes,
too?
he says that's a thing for him, but on occasion it can get too long.
It can get a little crazy.
Now, we're speaking about the weed that accidentally ends up in your pants.
Yeah.
Doug was saying that he travels with his weed in a pretty flagrant manner. Do you fly with the weed?
Absolutely.
You don't give a fuck?
It's right. It's everywhere.
You got so much. You basically like tape a bag of weed to your face.
You count how many orifices people have, multiply that times 2. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my math. That's it. That's my only secret.
Extra weed orifices.
Good luck, TSA.
Extra weed orifices. You don't even know about these orifices that she's hiding weed in. You're not up on this orifice game.
No, I will hide a little bit of weed in a pore. That's how I've got my game down.
Okay. Right. Have you ever had an incident, an airport-related weed incident?
Don't put that juju on me.
No, I'm just asking a question.
Ruben, what are you doing to me?
I mean, I'm asking the hard questions that need to be asked. I haven't. Jessimae.
I haven't, but let me tell you, if it's been a couple months and I'm a little lonely, I might just make myself have to get a little from the TSA.
You know what? I do like the hand pat.
Get like a nice.
I'm not gonna lie. On occasion, if I'm feeling in the need of some human contact or a little massage, I'll just elect. Part of me, I'd like the hand check.
I like the
and then they go male assist.
Yeah,
that's what they go. Male assist. And then some nice gentleman comes and he gives you like a little on the shoulders. Give you like runs the back.
Gives you a nice little.
Then the thighs. You got one thigh up. Sir, I'm going to use the back. What's the difference? I'm going to use the back of my hand.
I mean,
what's the difference when you're touching me with the back of your hands and you
cheap out.
Yeah.
Let me feel
use
those
the front.
fingertips.
Use the front.
Paint my taint with the tip.
Take your time, TSA. We're here. We ain't rushing. The plane's right there. I already got through the gate.
Some of us are Russian though. There's international airports.
It's true, but if they were Russian, you're probably not volunteering for the hand.
No, you're not, because
check.
you're cold and dead inside.
I mean, on occasion, it happens to the best of us.
So just show up and make sure you shave and wear some nice perfume. You never know when you're gonna get a little sliver.
True.
Yeah.
Always be prepared.
Rooter to the tutor.
Boy Scout, Girl Scout, preparedness.
Butthole.
No horse shaming.
No horse shaming. We're covering all the angles here on about that time.
That's what we do.
I like it.
Okay. Now, one more point I would like to talk about in regards to our nice interview with Doug that was just on the site. Drake recently canceled the show because he said he had been too high. Doug says that he has tried intentionally to get so high that he can't do his show, but has not been able to achieve that level of high.
What was Drake high on? Like Pez candy? He doesn't smoke weed. He's got everybody fooled. Does he smoke weed?
Drake, Jessimae says you don't smoke weed. We invite you here to About That Time. Drake, if you're out there watching, because I'm sure you're watching About That Time. Everyone's watching About That Time.
Everyone's watching it. Has anyone seen him smoke weed? I feel like it's like that Sasquatch video. You're like, I don't know if it's real. It's blurry.
Jessimae just said that seeing Drake smoke weed is like seeing Sasquatch.
That video, the one where the guy's going by? You're like, that's Uncle Jerry in a suit. You know the famous one? I forget what it's called, but it's like...
You just got called out, Drake.
I'm calling Drake out.
Calling Drake out. Smoke some weed with Jessie and show her what's up.
That Disney alum, he doesn't put his mouth to joints.
Disney alum. Ooh. Ooh. Brutal. Remember that video? On occasion, murder happens. So we're pretty positive in most of on occasion, people get wrecked. And Drake just got wrecked. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy.
We still like you, though. But have you ever gotten so high you couldn't perform? Like, do you go to that level?
Has happened. You know what happened? It happened like over the summer. I did a joke, and then I started to feel myself get a little high, and I did my set again.
You did the same set twice in a row.
I did the same set twice in one show. And then I was like, you guys remember... Do you guys, know what's going on? They're like, yeah, you did this 5 minutes ago. I just spit all over you. I'm so sorry. Get tested. Yeah. I did it like 5 minutes before. That's what weed does sometimes. It makes you like relive time.
That's pretty funny. Was it a good joke at least? Did they got to hear it a second time?
They enjoyed it the first time though. They're like, yeah, we got it back
It's
then.
like a sequel. People like to go to Transformers 2. They went to Transformers 1. They're going to go to Transformers 2.
Yeah, they're like, we get it.
So it's like you're kind of like taking a tip from. It's like, I'm so Hollywood, yo. Keep up with me.
Yeah.
I'm retelling jokes.
But I didn't get off stage, Drake. Come on.
Or cancel.
Cancel? Pussy.
Yeah, seems like you should have stepped
it anyways.
up. But Doug, he can't even hit that level. He could be as high as fuck, and he's still gonna do his show.
Doug
Can't get too high
all the time.
It's true. He looks actually extremely high, like so high where you're like, are you okay, dude?
I had a party.
You were on Doug's show recently.
I was.
With Melissa Etheridge.
Oh my God, Melissa Etheridge.
What was meeting Melissa Etheridge like?
She's a legend.
Such a chiller. I think would you call her chiller?
Yeah, and she
Melissa
don't
Etheridge,
take
you're a
shit.
chiller. We fuck with you.
She don't take shit from anybody.
Believe it.
She's like, she's got her own like little Erykah Badu energy where she's like, this is what I do, this is what I wear. I'm not trying to be in anybody else's lane. And so I try to make a joke with her because she has Etheridge Farms, which is her like, cannabis situation. Yep. And I said, you should name one of your strains, Come to My Window.
Come to my window. Jessimae Paluso, comedian and branding expert. is consulting for Melissa Etheridge on her new cannabis strain names.
Do you get it?
Come to my window.
Come to my window. I don't know if you're going to get charged for that.
Come to my window.
Come to my window. And you know what she said?
She's in.
She went, nope.
Damn! Shut down! Fucking got dissed by Melissa Etheridge.
I'm sweating.
No, yes. Take your layers off. This is not.
Everybody calm down.
We told a story earlier, if you're just tuning in, about Jessimae's horse riding preferences in Puerto Rico.
And we got a video
we're not gonna replicate that. This is a family-friendly show. We're on the Facebook.
Is it family-friendly?
Not really, but we can sort of say that,
All
maybe.
right.
I mean, today, in that we're not going full Puerto Rico on them.
Full Puerto. It was the DR. It was Dominican.
The DR.
Yeah.
DR even brings it out even more.
It does. There's a lot of boobies out there.
Should we by the way, like roll a joint or something?
Fuck
Or
yes.
smoke a pre-roll? What's your vibe?
I'm sitting here just like waiting for it. Whatever you want. It's your show, but I do love flower.
Okay, so let's grind it up. What if I grind? Do you want to like fill a cone
Yeah,
or something?
I'll fill a cone.
We can collab on
Is
it.
this Snoop on these papers?
Yeah, those are no charge. Those are for our friends and
Can I keep
family.
one?
Yes.
I can take the whole pack.
I'm a caring and giving person. I like for people to have the things they need.
I love that.
I like for people to succeed and live their dreams.
I mean, that's what life is all about. If everybody could reach their dreams, we wouldn't have so much hate in the world, right?
Well, some people's dreams are darker than others.
Sorry.
I like a good burp. That was a great burp.
I apologized. It was really rude. It was right in your ear.
It was not rude. I like a good burp. I grew up in a family where, bodily functions should be acceptable. Shame was not. It was not.
There's no fart shame.
No horse shaming, no fart shaming, guys.
My dad
Farting
asked me to pull his finger.
That's
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he'll lift a leg too. He'll get like a whole leg movement in there. He's Sicilian. I feel like that excuses it.
Okay, and you guys live in you grew up in the Northeast.
I grew up in Syracuse,
yeah.
so the cold makes your rectum tighter, and so the farts shoot out faster. It's science. Anyways, I'm just gonna put this right in here.
Do you think we need more? Or we're doing pretty good there.
No, I think this is good.
Okay,
yeah.
so I'll keep reading the news,
Yeah,
rolling the news even.
Roll it out. This
segment is actually called Roll the News, guys. If you didn't know, we do it here on About the Time. It's brought to you by a wonderful sponsor, actually. It's sponsored by the Weekend Box, not to be confused with the Weekend. Speaking of Drake,
is he still with
but
Selena?
the Roll the News is sponsored by Weekend Box. This is a great little box. It's got all sorts of shit. I'm gonna give it to you after the show.
I get to keep that?
Oh yeah, you do.
Fuck
but
yes!
Not yet. Not yet. Don't get so excited. We still
love
have our
free
second
shit.
story of the day to talk about.
I gotta earn it.
Which is about the California fires that just ravaged our cannabis-making friends in Northern California.
And Napa.
Suffering, a lot of suffering, a lot of loss, a lot of pain in the community.
Damn.
A lot of coming together, which I think is a beautiful and special thing. This story was actually written by the talented, intelligent journalist Madison Margolin, who comes from a long lineage of cannabis advocates. She kind of did some reporting for us about, there's one of the things that are under threat when you have an incident like this is actually the genetics. You know what I mean? These strains that have been grown up there for so long. There's a risk of losing these genetics.
Yep, that take years to grow.
Yeah, take years to grow. Jack Herrera, XJ13, all these, whatever they are, people have very specific feelings and attachments to strains.
Yep.
This incident underlines the fact that we need to do more to identify, certify, and kind of make a system around these genetics. And that is further, I think, important as we look at legalization in 2018, because a lot of these independent farms who've grown all of these appellations for many, many years, there's a risk of that kind of being wiped out. So I think that, when you look at brands of bud, by the way, we're smoking THC Design, guys. This show is brought to you by THC Design. THC Design makes great weed. Jessimae Paluso smelled it earlier. She said, this smells delicious.
It's got a nice little, a kick to it.
Delicious,
yeah, it
funky.
Smells just right out of someone's backyard.
Yum, yum.
Delicious.
Yum, yum.
Would you want to kick this off? It's your show.
You're my guest, though.
Okay.
Guests go first. I think guests go first, right?
I'm not going to
I did the rolling. I did the grinding. You did the pouring in the cone.
Here we go. Nice profile shot.
Profile shot.
Blaze up.
We blazing and amazing. Woo! Zooming in.
Magical.
That was a zoom moment.
I feel like I'm in the healthiest fart cloud you could be in.
The healthy guys. Sometimes when you're smoking weed, it's like a healthy fart cloud.
I've smoked weed every day this week. Holy shit! And I got so much work done. I don't want to hear nothing about this lazy stoner shit.
Totally.
Get your life right.
Get your life right, folks.
Yeah. I couldn't get it done. I was high.
Nope.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg's a multi-millionaire, billionaire.
And
he figures his shit out.
I will say, working for Snoop, respect Snoop, hardworking guy. He never stops.
Never stops.
Never stops.
That is delicious. That's smooth. Yeah.
THC designed strain review, delicious and smooth.
Yeah. Look at the room. It looks like I feel like we're up in the air, like
up in the air.
Mile High Club, just chilling
like
on
a
the
beautiful
clouds.
balloon. Anyway, let's protect these appellations. Forest fires up north. Legalization coming in 2018. We got to figure this thing out and make sure that the farmers are supported, the strains are preserved, and that we kind of step our game up in terms of really identifying and supporting the agricultural community.
Yeah, because weed essentially is a medicine. You know, everybody else wants to call it a drug, but it doesn't have any of the side effects of all these other pharmaceuticals. In fact, it's replacing a lot of pharmaceuticals. My mother has lupus and has a lot of issues with her health and pain, and I've helped her replace some of her pharmaceuticals that were causing her to go blind.
Side effect, blindness?
Blindness
I'll
ain't
pass.
cool. I don't
I'll
fuck
pass.
with blindness.
I'll pass.
I want to see shit.
I've spoken about this before. My mother has macular degeneration. She has to get injections into her eyeballs.
Steroid injections?
No, they physically are putting some sort of liquid into her iris so she doesn't go blind.
I mean, there's so much shit in the medical world that can literally, with cannabis, be just a better experience for people. And when it comes to these wildfires that happen, these people, there's not like insurance that's going to cover their agriculture because of where we are on a legislation level. Oh my God, you're just over here blowing wizard.
I'm over here blowing a wizard, guys. Jessimae Paluso just called me out. I'm over here blowing a wizard.
It just was like, you look like Gandalf. It was like a perfect
I look like Gandalf. That's pretty swaggy. I'll take that. That's a compliment. Gandalf is a swaggy dude.
You're Gandalf on vacation though, not
Gandalf,
like when he's working.
Cruising Gandalf.
Cruise, yeah.
Gandalf the
Cruising
cruiser.
Gandalf, yeah.
Cruiser
yeah.
Gandalf. I'll take that. That's a lifestyle I'm trying to live.
We'd be cruising.
We'd be cruising.
Guys, we'd be cruising.
Like fucking Gandalf.
Yeah, like a wizard, man.
Okay, one more story from Roll the News, sponsored by Weekend Box.
I'm taking that home, motherfucker.
Is recommendations that are coming out that for us Californians who are going to be witnessing recreational legalization in 2018, keep your medical card, is what people are saying.
Oh shit, I gotta get mine redone.
Do you have your medical card on you?
I do.
Should we show our medical cards? I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Oh, that's adorable.
All right, guys, we're gonna show our weed cards.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because you don't want to show your personal information.
Well, you just go like this.
We're gonna show it to each other. First of all,
Wait.
we both have the same brand of weed card.
Check this out though for a minute.
Oh, hold on.
Appreciate it. Look at that teeny little bicep.
Wow.
But wait, watch
you
it
work
come
out?
into action.
Whoa.
You feel that strength?
I do. We're not going to show the camera.
Okay.
Protect your information.
I don't want to brag, but I got $20.
I got Blue Benjamins.
You got Blue Benjamins?
I got Blue Benjamins.
That's magic money, son.
Tell me about it.
What do you buy with that? Blueberries?
I just came back from Las Vegas, MJ BizCon.
Oh, yeah.
In Vegas, you need Blue Benjamins.
You
know?
do? So what can you get with it?
Blue Benjamins.
Oh shit!
like
those
those
are fancy. Those are crisp.
It's that crispy Benjamin life.
That's that crispy money.
Sometimes you rock a Blue Benjamin. So anyway, keep your weed card for 2018.
Okay.
You have a nice looking weed card. I just looked at your image. Sometimes people have embarrassing license images. I put hair
and makeup together.
Oh
yeah,
it's
no,
a
I
shoot.
beat the face.
It's a shoot
I was
day.
like,
camera ready.
I was
Go
like,
to the DMV. Asterisk.
No.
Camera ready.
You can't not be. If it's on an official like government.
Yeah, you're gonna have that shit for a decade.
I'm gonna be having somebody snapping my passport looking like a slob. No, I'm gonna look right. You never know, one of these agents are single and they're like, hey, you want to come live in Amsterdam? Yeah. Have you seen the photo of my passport? Adorable.
Adorbs.
Adorbs.
Fully adorbs.
Yeah.
Fully adorbs.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that was Roll the News. Keep your weed card 2018.
Yeah, keep your weed card.
Because honestly, they don't know what's going to happen. That's the bottom line of this.
You should keep it, and just for the fun of it, when you're older and you have kids.
Remember the weed card?
Yeah.
I was thinking that the other day because packaging has evolved so much in the industry, and all of these cool ideas around us. We don't realize it, but in 10 to 20 years, to your point, you're gonna be like, I can't believe it was like that then.
Yeah, we're literally it's like the green rush. It's like what happened with prohibition and that whole change in the alcohol industry. We're going through that now.
That's true.
It's pretty dope.
It's very, very dope.
I really could go for a bowl of Lucky Charms right now, like a nice cold milk.
Yeah, it's charm time.
love
Did
cereal.
you grow up eating sugar cereal?
I thought you were gonna ask me, did you bring a bowl of cereal? Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Did you grow up eating sugar cereal?
I did. I lived off of cereal for so long. I lived off of cereal so much. My mom told me that one time for 2 weeks, I pretended I was a cat, and she had to feed me only on the floor, and she only fed me cereal in a bowl. That's what I ate as a cat, on the floor. I don't know how she kept me. I would have been like, what's wrong with my kid? She's crawling around on all fours, meowing. I committed to the bit, Noah.
Committed. When in doubt, commit to the bit.
Hell yeah.
I think that things that rhyme have to be true.
All right.
You know what I mean? Commit to the bit. Like, obviously, it's good advice. If it rhymes, it has to be good advice.
Commit to the bit.
Commit to the bit.
Faux
So
show.
you ate sugar cereals growing up. I grew up in a household, no sugar cereals allowed.
No?
If I wanted sugar cereals, I had to eat them as dessert. Therefore, you're foregoing ice cream for sugar cereal, and that just seems a little unfair.
Ice cream.
Yeah, it's like unfair.
Cereal's like diet ice
unfair.
cream. It is unfair, but you
So
know.
no sugar cereals. I was like hippie cereals.
So
only.
did you have any fun?
I mean, if you
Would
want to
eat,
get
like rice cakes and carrots?
If
Those are delicious.
I mean,
will go
rice
for that
cakes
right
and
now.
carrots. Yes, I
So
definitely ate
good.
a lot of rice. I mean, I eat rice cakes and carrots now. So
That's right.
I mean, don't we all? Rice cakes and carrots are staples.
Why are you talking so much faster?
Rice cakes are essential.
Basic bitch of snack world. Rice cake is the basic bitch. She's in like the Gap sweater and flat shoes with like a headband on. Bye, bitch. I want some cereal.
I want some cereal.
You know what I fuck with? I'm gonna give you 2 guesses of cereal. Go.
Well, Lucky Charms we know.
Okay, and what's one other one?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh, you were so close. It was honeycombs. Oh, God, I thought
Had
you
the
were gonna get
word honey in it.
Shit, I got my heart.
That close. I was like, Honey Nut Cheerios.
I was so excited.
Honey Nut Cheerios was a big thing for me as a kid.
Honey Nut Cheerios was like the basic bitch with a little bit of spice. That was it.
I get
Still
that all
a
the
basic
time.
bitch. Such a basic cereal. It's basically just.
It's basically basic.
It's like a rice cake cereal. That's what it is. It's just this dry ass
like
shit.
a rice cake cereal.
There's 37 ingredients. What the fuck? You can't even say half of a monoclonal summa blobolate. I mean, save that. Let's not put that in there.
I think it's very, very well put. That was a really good sentence.
I mean, we can call THC Design. They're very, specific in their molecular names, so they might know if I actually said something that was an ingredient.
No, that's not it. But you're talking about ingredients in sugar cereals.
Yeah.
Right.
So your parents were right to answer that whole.
I think the bottom line is they were right, but I feel like there are moments where I have fantasies about sugar cereal, but it was just like, yeah, you just never had that.
No.
Now I don't eat it. It makes me sick.
Yeah, I don't really like it. I actually just bought, what's that cereal with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Amazing.
And I put it in my cabinet, and I was like, I don't think I can eat it, because it's so bad.
Okay, but I want to point something out. Have you noticed that at the health food store now, in the cereal lane, there's like some definitely unhealthy oriented flavors in the cereal lane at the health food store. Like you got it's like berry crunch gorillas. You know what I mean?
Make
and like
sense.
no, it really
They put all these different creatures.
Rainforest creatures for like ultra sugary organic cereal. So it's like your kids are eating 50 grams of organic sugar and you think that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, like it's the
same
same.
shit.
I mean, at the end of the day, your pancreas is fucking crying.
Yeah.
You know, like don't make your pancreas cry.
No.
Don't shame a horse.
Seriously.
Don't horse shaming.
That's what you're learning here.
No pancreas abuse.
Don't shame a horse.
But if you find a squirrel, befriend it and make it your own.
I miss Skilo.
Tell me more about Skilo.
He crawled right into my pocket.
Is that really even possible? Like,
Okay. I'll admit, I had a little bit of snack in my jacket. I went up in my kitchen.
Is that more like he was lured into your pocket?
Yeah. I went up into my kitchen. I got some seeds. And I came down and I saw the squirrel in the street. So I guess I lured you could say I lured the squirrel. There should have been an Amber Alert for me in the squirrel area, letting them all know I was there to get them. But I walked up and he was on a little ledge, hopped right in my fucking pocket. Hello?
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
And then, so what was the lifestyle of a squirrel, a domesticated squirrel?
Very difficult because there's a lot of stuff you have to do to keep them alive. One thing you have to do, this is really gross, you kind of got to rub their genitals to make them go pee and poop. So I'm here in the kitchen rubbing a squirrel's genitals.
Did you just tell me that you
like die alone?
You rub squirrel balls? Is it true that Jessimae Paluso rubbed squirrel balls? True or fact?
I didn't rub the balls, but you have to like put a hot washcloth on their abdomen to make them pee and poop. For whatever reason, Mother Nature's like, hey, squirrels, they're not gonna know how to pee right away. The mother's gonna have to lick their dicks. for them to figure it out.
Whoa.
So yeah, I literally had to like rub
Erotic
his belly.
massage of a squirrel.
Skill level 7.
7. She
Yeah.
can give a level 7 erotic squirrel massage, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's so much more. I mean, there's brain
Jessimae,
surgeons.
irresistible and squirrel erotic massager.
I'm available. That's what I'm going to be doing on our weed cruise.
Okay.
Giving erotic squirrel massages. But I think he must have like. Are people here? There's like laughter.
No. We're here all together. That's true. It's true.
Is that me laughing? Oh, it's probably like
It is
reverb.
you.
Okay.
It is. It's you.
Okay. Yeah. So he died. I think he must have fell out of the tree before. He fell out of the tree and.
Wait, did you let him outside?
Yeah, he didn't sleep in bed with me. I'm not that crazy. All right.
So you had an area for him in the outdoors?
Yeah, he was in the patio. Like I put him in a shoebox.
He had to stay in the.
No,
he
was
had a
free
little.
to roam. He was living his life.
In the screened-in porch.
On the patio, I put a little shoebox. I put a heated pad because I'm a nurturer.
Right.
I put a heated pad and a fleece blanket, organic seeds, distilled water, and that motherfucker died.
Wow.
Everybody got so sad.
I mean, it's sad when squirrels die.
It is, but I'm going to tell you, when I told the internet I had a pet squirrel, bitches flocked to me like I was, just any famous hot dude that you could imagine with his dick out in a grocery store. They flocked right to me. They were like, "You have a pet squirrel? Oh my God, my dream came true."
There's a lot of repressed squirrel pet fans out there.
There's a lot
There's
out
an
there.
unserved market.
There really is. And honestly, I've been
Amazon
looking for
Prime
one.
now and Squirrel Pet Delivery Service.
Can I tell you what I did?
Is that an app? Is that the hot new startup? They deliver pet squirrels?
Do you know what I did? Like the day I found the squirrel, this is how crazy I am. I legit Googled squirrel. I can't even say. Squirrel fall fashion.
Squirrel fall of passion? Did you really just say
No,
that?
squirrel fall fashion. I was looking
fall
at
fashion. Dressing them up, not dying because of passion. Okay,
Yo,
close enough.
There were pictures of squirrels in turtlenecks, like chilling with a glass of brandy. I was losing my mind.
Squirrels and turtlenecks with brandy. That sounds like some internet shit.
Wouldn't you have a great afternoon with that?
Yeah, seems like you could not have a positive reaction to that.
How could you not have fun with a squirrel in like a little sweater just hanging out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was great. We had him for a week.
We should check in with the audience really quick.
For sure.
Mary Jane, about that time.
Hey.
We're here with Jessimae Paluso. We're having a good time.
Having a great time.
Talking about our friends of nature, smoking some beautiful THC designed cannabis.
Yeah.
Guys, how are we doing on time? Should we go into the astrology segment?
Yeah.
Well, here on About That Time, what that means, if you've watched the show previously, is that we have to bring out some mysticism.
Okay. Whoops. My necklace is on the microphone. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, no, that's no big deal.
Okay.
Okay. Well, so first we break out. Look at that.
That's fancy.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Is this where you sacrifice a baby goat?
No. We just read your natal chart and we ask you whether you think that the descriptions are accurate or not accurate, and then basically why you feel that way.
Okay. Can I have something to wet the whistle?
Yeah. Hey, guys, let's get this young lady a beverage.
May I have a beverage before you shoot me into outer space?
It's good to stay prepared before you shoot into outer space.
Yeah, so
I agree with that.
a little beverage.
Can I open?
Oh,
before there
please.
was an issue. This time I just wanted to present it to you open.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready.
For those who don't know, Jessimae Paluso is a Virgo.
I am.
Represent to our Virgos. Your moon is also Virgo. Did you know that?
I didn't. My moon's my Virgo? My moon is a Virgo
Your
as well?
sun and your moon is a Virgo.
Okay.
And your rising is Scorpio.
What's rising mean?
Well, the Scorpio rising is based on the time that you were born.
So is that my perfect match or?
No, so your sun is sort of your true self, and your moon is your emotional self, and your rising is sort of how you present yourself to the world.
Okay.
In the most brief sense.
Okay.
So you kind of I'm a Scorpio rising too. Let's high five.
High five.
Scorpio rising.
Scorpio
I know some
rising.
other 6 Scorpio risings out there.
That sounds like a fly move, like a dance move at the club.
You have the Scorpio rising?
She's Scorpio rising.
Show me the Scorpio rising. There you go. Jessimae Paluso just invented the Scorpio rising.
Thank you.
That's a fresh dance. Very, very fresh. Anyway, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon.
You're in a fart cloud right now.
I'm in a fart
Hey,
cloud.
look at all that. Oh shit, sorry.
No, it's all fine. It's all fine. Let's talk about moon in Virgo. It says here that Moon in Virgo implies that you have a good memory. Would you say you have a good memory? You smoke a lot of weed.
I think I do.
Okay.
I have a decent memory.
You remembered a lot about your squirrel?
I did.
There's a lot to remember, though.
There was a lot to remember.
Seabiscunt.
Seabiscunt.
And then your squirrel, whose name is Skilo.
Skilo.
That's a pretty solid squirrel name.
Yeah, because he wishes he was a little bit taller.
And he got erotic massages.
He got erotic massages. What did
so he could pee and poop. That's like a triple.
I mean, why would you leave the house? You should know you were in a diaper. It's delightful to not really have to do much exertion.
Liberation is hard to find. If you can find it, go for it.
Crawl in a pocket, live your life.
So, if you would say that the Moon in Virgo, you'd say that's accurate though. The good memory, very good memory.
Yeah, I think it's a decent memory.
What's your mom's middle name?
Lou.
That's a cool middle name.
I think it's a cool middle name for a lady, Nancy Lou.
Nancy Lou.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Respect.
She's cute.
I believe it.
Teeny little thing.
Syracuse, New York.
Yeah. Nails like a witch.
Witch nails?
Ooh, witch nails. And she's got a...
Did they ever come out?
Yeah, they come out at night, like Wolverine. Yeah. If you're ever in trouble and she pokes her finger at you, you can feel it going through your skin.
So that was kind of like a where the hell were you thing?
Yeah. Jessimae. God damn it. Jesus H. I always made her say Jesus H. She couldn't even get to the last part. It was so intense.
Yeah, it's a lot for her.
Yeah. Sugar cereal, you know? You probably were a good kid.
I was probably a good kid.
Yeah, I had a lot more sugar.
I believe that.
Science. Look it up. Read a book.
Highly recommended, guys. Read a book.
Yeah.
So the next aspect I'd like to discuss is Jupiter and Scorpio.
Jupiter and Scorpio.
Yep.
Okay. Let's talk about those bitches.
Okay. Well, it says that that could imply a level of provocativeness or
What the fuck is that by your head?
Opinionated. I believe that that's a stingray, guys.
That killed Steve Irwin. Fuck you!
Sometimes they're stingrays. Steve Irwin, R.I.P. Stingray.
Let me ask you a question. No animal shaming on the show.
No animal shaming.
We love animals. But if you were given the opportunity to... You seem like a very calm individual. You're not a gun owner.
I know how to shoot a gun.
Okay,
but I'm even keeled. I do not.
Now, if you had the opportunity to seek out and find the stingray that murdered Steve Irwin, would you shoot it?
Whew.
I would shoot it right in the face.
See, I'm not into capital punishment though, so like I would say life in prison.
Okay, but he's in the ocean though, and he can get through bars. Because he's like, he goes,
no,
see
we'll
this?
make...
Look at this motherfucker right now going, look at right out.
If there was such a criminal stingray, I would want to make an ocean-friendly prison for that stingray.
Would you
life in prison?
You got Steve Irwin. Pow, pow, pow.
Look,
pow.
My opinion is that stingray in prison, the worst punishment is for the stingray to have to live with itself.
Yo, he's coming over to you.
Yeah.
Watch out.
It's all right. Well, I hope he comes over to me more because I just, instead of inflicting the death penalty on him, I merely chose life in prison. I think that's a more humane choice.
All right.
I think the death penalty is harsh, and I think if we want to have a moral standard, I think that, it just kind of is like, if you're killing, you're perpetuating the idea that killing is acceptable in any way.
I would still kick it right in the fupa.
That was really good.
Can you imagine a stingray in a fupa?
I can't, but now I want to.
What's a fupa?
It's a front under pussy area, right?
The fupa, the front under pussy area. The fupa.
The fupa.
Kick him in the fupa.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the question really was about whether or not you feel you're provocative and opinionated. Are you opinionated?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have opinions.
I'm opinionated. I don't say anything else. I'm just like, yep.
I have opinions.
Yeah, I think I'm opinionated.
Okay. Does that ever cause you trouble? Do you really enjoy having opinions and getting into debates about them, or you just keep it chill?
I think now I'm in the middle. I enjoy debates and I enjoy keeping it chill. But growing up, I always was out in the hallway. Teachers didn't know how to deal with me, so I just had a desk in the hallway because of my opinions. I would just tell them if I thought they were bad at their job. That's all.
And you'd end up in the hallway.
I had a desk in the hallway for most of my classes.
Wow.
Look at me now, bitch!
That's pretty impressive.
I'm over here riding horses, topless, doing okay.
Let's see.
What?
I mean, that's pretty impressive. So how many desks around the school were there for you to be not in the class?
4.
There were 4 specific desks just for you at the school.
Yeah.
Because it was like you had to have your own area.
Because she talks too much. Paluso talks too much.
So did you talk to yourself when you were out in the hallway?
I would a little bit, yeah, because this is before cell phones. You kids, you don't even know what it was like. Any people that are watching here that didn't have a cell phone, you don't even know what it was like. If you're a kid who grew up with a cell phone in your pocket all the time, you don't even know what it was like for us when we had to like actually do stuff. You know, we had to like entertain ourselves.
Right.
We had to like touch things. Not in that way, but I mean, like, you know, you had to get out there and play.
I mean, it's no squirrel abdomen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of touching things, I just can't.
It's no squirrel abdomen, you're right.
You know?
But yeah.
I feel you.
Okay.
Now, speaking of something that we had touched a bit on earlier, our cruise line.
We'd be cruising.
We'd be cruising.
Yeah.
It's coming soon, guys. Don't get too excited yet. You can't buy tickets.
We're still figuring the flyer
Private
out.
beta, yo.
We're still, you know.
It's private
we're waiting for the
fucking
DJ to
beta.
respond. It's very early,
Yeah.
but it's happening.
Private beta. Neptune and Sagittarius, likes long voyages, things foreign, water.
Me?
That's right there in your chart.
That's me, yeah.
Neptune and
I
Sagittarius.
definitely like water. That's about what I like?
Yes. True or
I
false?
like water for sure. What was the other thing?
Likes long voyages, things foreign, and water.
Thinks foreign?
Things,
Oh
foreign
yeah.
things.
Okay, sure. Like a, you know, what, like a meatball sandwich?
Have you traveled to a lot of foreign countries?
I have. I have. I've been to Norway, England, Scotland. Where else is that? Where else have I been? I'm gonna go to Paris. Gonna go to Thailand, Mexico, Italy.
What's the best thing you've ever eaten when you were traveling?
Dick. No, I'm just kidding.
But could be true.
That was too easy. That was stupid. I'm just having
Yeah.
fun. Anything that is specific to that region or area, just some flavor I've never had.
Okay.
You know, actually, there's science behind when the neurons are flashing in your brain and that you make those connections. You're actually getting smarter. So even just trying new food in different lands can make you more intelligent.
Yeah.
So eat your way to intelligence, motherfucker.
Eat your way to intelligence. That's true.
That should be our travel show.
Health is wealth. Say the title again.
Eat your way to intelligence, motherfucker.
I'm into that. That's a great show idea.
It's a little verbose, but I think we can make a cute little abbreviated T-shirt.
I think people would wear it.
Yeah, especially if you put like a sandwich on it or something. Everyone fucking.
A healthy sandwich though. Like it
Everyone
has
loves
to
a
have
sandwich.
sort of like an avocado with like
toasted
avocado with
Yes,
avocado
like a
and Brussels
nice
sprouts.
rare,
I think
little
Brussels
rare.
sprouts, Brussels sprouts, avocado, and maybe some Dijon
Oh
on
shit!
that sandwich. That's a pretty
Order
good.
up for two. I would love a sandwich right now.
Yeah, Dijon, Brussels sprouts,
I'm about to fuck you up. Ready?
avocado.
French dip with au jus. Should I leave?
What? We're gonna go avocado au jus. Now, are we talking about avocado au jus, like the juice of an avocado, or like the juice of a cow?
I think if someone says au jus, I want to punch him. Who says au jus for real? I feel like motherfuckers order that sandwich just so they can go au jus. Ka! Kick him in. Let's make a pact.
Okay.
Next time you and I are out, not with each other, with somebody else, and they say au jus, we kick them in the shin.
Promise. Promise.
You guys
see
saw
us out
it here
This
on
is
About
real.
That Time in the astrology segment.
We promise.
We promise.
Next person around us that says au jus is gonna get kicked in the shins.
A light kick, nothing too aggressive.
No, but they'll know that it's a
Shake 'em
kick in
out,
the shins.
like a Caesar Milan.
We promise.
Yeah.
There's two here. Make the pledge. Make the pledge.
Do it for America
And the world.
in the world.
Okay, let's go back to astrology land. Mercury in the 12th house.
Oh, that shit sounds scary as fuck.
Maybe
Oh shit!
this is talking, I think, a little bit about what you were talking about with your desks in the hallway.
Yeah?
Tell me about what your communication pattern was like when you were a kid.
You got a fucking orca, man.
Are you mad about that,
No,
or
it's
are you
just
cool with
hilarious.
that?
The graphics team, they're great. I mean, it's just so great just to have an orca next to you, and you're just chilling like it doesn't even matter.
I mean, sometimes you get mellow about orca. I'm a
at it.
spoiled guy.
I mean, I feel like the thing just blessed you with like an extra lifetime, and you're just totally nonchalant about it.
That's like, I got 2 lifetimes.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get like another
Your
lifetime.
semen cures cancer, and you're just walking around like it's a Tuesday.
It's actually a Thursday, but yeah, that's basically
Oh,
what's
that's right,
up.
That's right. Okay, what was the question? No, I apologize.
No, there's no apologies necessary because this is about the time. Mary Jane, Jessimae Paluso. It's how it goes down, guys.
I love animals, so I get distracted.
This is how it goes down,
Yeah.
okay? Period. Period.
My cheeks hurt.
I was asking you about I want to know more about the chairs in the hallway, like, and like what was it like when you were Jessimae Paluso? How did you communicate with others?
Through just throwing stuff around the classroom and passing notes and being goofy, just doing dances. I was very physical. I always felt awkward as a kid. You know, I think my brain works in different ways, and I just would make people laugh. Because laughter is just universal. You know, that's the one thing that can permeate all cultures without any prejudice or discrimination. So that's how I connected with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect.
Respect.
Chairs in the hall.
I got gas. Did you hear that?
There was kids in the hall, but then there was chairs
Kids
in the hall. But chairs in the hall.
Chairs in the hall.
That was more your show.
This is what it sounds like when you fart in a chair.
That's true. Factual
You know, it's all
statement.
tight. There's not a lot of space to move. It just squeaks out.
That's true. I appreciate your sharing that. I mean, I think most
sharing
people
it.
have experienced that sound. It's a good one. You know what's up.
You did this to us.
Yeah, it's true. Tell me about daydreaming.
Daydreaming.
Yeah.
I don't do it too often.
No?
Nope. A little bit here and there. But I'm so goal focused right now and really just trying to do my best with work and loving my family that I'm just focused.
I love that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I think maybe we should take a minute, step out of astrology world, talk a little bit about what projects you have coming up.
Sure.
And then, that's what we do on About That Time.
I like
we talk
that.
about cool stuff that everyone should know about.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
We keep it mellow.
Oh,
the
damn.
lights change.
I
We flip
mean,
it
damn.
out. Yo, we just went somewhere. We
Shit.
fully went on a
Warn
journey.
it, bitch. I
we,
feel like I gotta freshen up.
We went on a journey.
I got my
about
makeup
that
brush.
time,
Hold on,
astrology's-
Let me freshen myself up for these people. Wait a minute.
All right. Wait,
Okay.
should I have?
Yeah, I know you're good.
You think so?
Yeah, I know you're natural.
Okay,
no
I'm natural.
sugar cereal. Carrots.
I didn't have
Carrots,
sugar cereal.
Fruit Loops.
No. That's what happens, parents. I mean,
We look like we're about to rob a bank.
we would make great bank robbers. Am I wrong? We would make really good. Is anyone casting now for bank robbers? Because I think you've found your duo. We know what the fuck is up.
Yo, they keep zooming in on my busted face. We would be dope bank robbers.
Really dope bank robbers.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, what should our would we have to be from a foreign country, or we would just be exactly
We
as
talk
we are?
like this. We are from a country that doesn't exist. And
That's
it
good.
sounds like this.
It's a good one.
We are here to take your money. Please give us sandwich as well.
I love it.
Oh my God. Hoodly hoodly hoo.
Oh, it's the astrology segment's over.
Wait.
You forgot to tell me to take the salt crystals
yeah.
down. Smoke another one. It's another one. They didn't want her to have another anthem, but here we are.
Oh, you got it now too. It just floated through the air. Ah, I feel great.
THC Design, thank you so much. Jessimae Paluso,
Jessimae
About That
Paluso.
Time, Mary Jane. Let's talk a little bit about some of your. We can shake hands. I like to shake hands. I like your key. You got your key necklace. You got your key tattoo.
I love the keys. This
Keys
is
op-
actually a replica of my house key from where I grew up.
They say that keys open doors.
Yeah, and they also, for me, it's more of an idea of opportunity and just creating your own.
True.
Because
Respect to that.
through the door, there's another opportunity.
Speaking of what you're creating, tell the people about that time what you have coming up, what we should be checking for.
Sure. I have a podcast called Sharp Tongue. And
Okay.
It's kind of just like a road diary of being a comedian on the road, and I play some of my stand-up and have some guests on and stuff and answer questions. That's Sharp Tongue Podcast. I also... Sharp, not sharp. Sharp tongue, like pointy and this. Sharp podcast is something else. I also do Weeds Day every Wednesday on Facebook Live, and I blaze up 1:20 Pacific, 4:20 Eastern Standard, and I just smoke and answer questions and highlight stuff, good strains, what I'm smoking that week, drop some knowledge on news, and tell people to live their truths and stop being fucking assholes.
There's so much on offer here, Jessimae.
There's so much.
I was so happy that you came by today. About That
Thank
Time has
you.
been wonderful. It's just been great to have you here.
I appreciate
we
you
talked
wearing that Versace.
I wore the Versace just for you. We never shame a horse.
Never shame
We
a
learned
horse.
about your squirrel erotic massage abilities.
The squirrel, I know how to massage a squirrel, and I can keep it alive for a week, at least a week.
Those are all solid qualities.
Yeah, for sure.
Virgo, sun, Virgo moon, Scorpio fucking cute butthole, Scorpio rising. That's 4 great characteristics. Cute butthole.
How many people can say that? Who's got butthole confidence? I want to know in America. We're too much focused on this. How good is your ass sphincter?
That's such a legit question.
Legit.
That should be my opening question on the show from now on.
What's your butthole confidence from a 1 to 10?
Can you rate yourself 1 to 10
I'm
butthole
asking
confidence?
you,
Oh,
Noah
me?
Rubin. How confident?
I'm very confident in my butthole.
All right, 1 to 10.
9.
What?
Definitely 9.
Dang, that's a lot of sphincter confidence.
Dude.
Good for you.
My ass a 9, dude.
Good for you.
For sure.
Yeah, that's confidence.
And I'm like a modest person too, so.
Yeah, you're super modest. Not about your butthole though. You're pretty out there.
I'm just saying that was my modest rating.
That's good. Live your life.
You should live your life too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank
About
you.
that time, Mary Jane.
You guys
We
are
did it
great.
again. It was another one.
And another one.
And another one.